So we're doing the April gratitude journal. You're going to save 50 cents for each 2 journal entries that you do. And at the end, you should be able to save $15. If you're participating in it with me, please tag me in your video because I want to hear your gratitude. I want to enjoy it with you. So the first entry is the best thing that has happened this year. And I put, this year is just too new to really make this statement, so I really wanted to reflect on 2024. 2024 was the best year of my life so far, and it was because of Carmen. She was the best thing that happened to me. She taught me so much and gave me so many new perspectives in life and just kind of healed my broken soul. And it really got me thinking outside of my American mindset. You know, there's a whole world out there. She is just a genuinely good person, and she just taught me so much, and I'm really happy that I can consider her family. You know, she's my Spanish family. She's a big part of my life. I get emotional because I miss her. But yeah. So then I put, if I really had to focus on 2025, the last 3 months, the best thing that has happened to me so far was escaping my former boss and her pet business. Even though it was difficult and she put me through so much narcissistic trauma, the verbal and mental abuse that she put me through for weeks afterward, it was all worth it just to get free from her. It really kind of gave me firsthand experience with an actual narcissist. It allowed me to become less of a people pleaser and more firm in my boundary setting. It ultimately gave me more confidence. You know, what she was trying to do to me was to tear me down, to come crawling back and to keep being the victim, but instead it actually did the opposite. You know, her words didn't mean anything to me. They didn't matter because I knew that it's her mental illness, that you know, it doesn't matter what other people think, which was huge for me. So yeah, it ultimately did the opposite of whatever she was wanting. You know, like, it made me like, no, I had every right to have those boundaries. And she always saw my boundaries as barriers and limitations. And, you know, it just was more of confirmation of, no, that's a narcissist. That's someone who's gaslighting you. And then from that, I made a local friend, her former business partner, who she did the same stuff to, but not as harsh as she did to me. But she still treated her former business partner like that. And, you know, she reached out to me and we started talking and we ended up taking a gardening class together. Like, if someone would have told me 3 years ago I would take a gardening class, I probably would have died laughing. But I'm doing something new. I'm doing something, getting out of my comfort zone, trying new things. And like, the conversations I have with this person are so positive, and it's amazing to me that something so positive could have come out of something so awful and so traumatic. And despite all the pain and trauma that I had to go through with that, I'm just so grateful that it happened. You know, I get to restart my business. I get to watch people be like, no, I want to come back with you because we liked you better. You know, like, I have people like complimenting me, you know, saying, I'm so glad you stood up and that you escaped that. And I didn't even tell them anything. They just know because the other person is just like messaging them, talking crap about me. And it's just like so rewarding. And, you know, doing this with this new friend that I've made locally, like, I don't have local friends and I really needed this. And so I would say that. And then of course I gotta put I'm getting to see my bestie. You know, just getting to see her twice this year, getting to experience her like her husband's Mexican culture, like that was so cool. Like that was really cool just to experience something new, something that was different to me. Getting to challenge myself to speak Spanish. I mean, all I said was tu cocina está muy bonita, but it was the fact that I said that. It was so simple, but it challenged me to speak, to think, and to say it right. And so, yeah, getting to see her has been the highlight of my year for sure. So that is part of my gratitude journal. I hope you guys kind of follow along, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys can think of. And if you just even want to comment in the comments what yours is, like what's the best thing that's happened this year, like that counts.